The Education Council of Australia have endorsed the National Assessment Program of Literacy and Numeracy as part of their education policy. One of their aims is to collect national data for international performative comparisons of teachers and students. Here, we elaborate on the government's transformed intentions for NAPLAN and discuss the effects NAPLAN has on teachers and students. In the 2016-17 federal budget, education was the third highest sector in funding, taking up 7% of the entire budget. NAPLAN is the tool that the government uses to justify this generous allocation. NAPLAN was first conceived during the Howard government years after an agreement from states and territories for common testing. During the Gillard-Rudd government, NAPLAN was presented.
Oh yes, children. I strongly support children. In fact, I might just visit some right now. Do you kids get news poll results here?
You're up 10 points.
Wonderful.
ACARA released a statement in 2008 that said, by locating all students on a single national scale, which maps the skills and understandings assessed, each scale provides significantly more information about the literacy and numeracy achievement of students than was previously available. However, the original intention to identify educational needs has transformed into a tool for comparison of states, schools, teachers, and students. As Stephen Ball said, policy creates circumstances that recipients are either advantaged or disadvantaged. Education policy is constantly up for debate and ever-changing.
How do we ensure that with all of that money, we get better schools, better teachers, and better results?
ACARA's advice to teachers is, the best preparation for NAPLAN is to continue focusing on teaching the curriculum. Yet, whilst results of NAPLAN testing remain open to public scrutiny on the My School website, teachers are feeling the pressure from principals and parents to gain optimum outcomes for their students. There are several consequences for teachers, including teacher comparison based on NAPLAN outcomes and cheating. Additionally, NAPLAN has taken over from teacher-developed school reports being used as primary summary tool for the student performance, even though NAPLAN assesses only a fraction of the child's development. What about the achievements not measured? Subjects not tested and behaviours not assessed. Some students only achieve in these other areas. In a world where beliefs are no longer important and only results matter, what should teachers believe in?
So we understand NAPLAN tests were introduced to provide information to not only teachers and schools, but also education systems and governments. But what about the students? Research has shown NAPLAN has led to a narrowing of the curriculum focus with a teach-to-the-test mentality and a return to teacher-centred pedagogies. So how does this affect the student? They are less engaged in the classroom, can have negative perceptions about themselves and abilities, are not developing qualities like curiosity, conscientiousness, perseverance and sociability, and are only being valued on outcomes of one day in their school year. So how can we better support our students? With lessons that are varied in content and engaging for all students. Implement assessments across multiple subjects and beyond just literacy and numeracy, and utilise testing as a means of evaluating students' growth throughout their education instead of positioning students, teachers and schools. With so much tension surrounding education policy, it is easy to overlook the real people that it directly affects. Academia is now the primary performance indicator for both our national and international value. We as pre-service teachers must understand that NAPLAN is not a true indicator of how we perform as educators or a reflection of our students' value. Whilst the government can dictate the content that must be taught to their future human capital, students, as teachers, we dictate the learning environment of our students through our pedagogies. Thus, NAPLAN tests and results can be treated as a positive opportunity to develop individual student skills and celebrate academic achievements.